uncle picked a hell of a time to visit. Um, I know I finished talking about the whole movie. I think all I had left was I was going to talk about the what this means for the future of Legendary. And I already covered the you can't do Mechagodzilla again because there's nowhere to go. In the original, it had not atomic breath. It had the lightning blast. Or no. The original might have had atomic breath, actually. But that's all it had. And it was aliens, right? And each subsequent Mechagodzilla would come from a different, continuity. And so they would have different things. So it's not exactly the same. Even so, they did do themselves better each time. The second one obviously had the electric cables and the fucking had a jetpack too, I think, because it was made from Mecha King Ghidorah and Megaguirus. He had the electric cables to shock Godzilla's second brain that was in his spine, as well as a lot of laser blasters and shit to make up for the fact that its lightning blast wasn't that powerful. And then Kiryu Mechagodzilla 3 had just a fuck ton of extra guns, laser blasters. It had a jetpack attachment with 2 giant cannons. That fucking thing was crazy, but they could do themselves up each time because the base attack wasn't as powerful. The base breath attack wasn't as strong as Godzilla's traditional atomic breath. So adding the gimmicks and stuff along it made up for that. With this, since its atomic breath already matches it, just adding those is going to make it even more difficult for Godzilla to beat. It's already more power, or it's already equal in strength, so you're just going to make it more powerful, and Godzilla won't be able to beat it and will need help. Or, you have some contrived writing well, it's got issues. There's mechanical issues and mechanical failure, something stupid. Like that. So they kind of shot themselves in the foot with Mechagodzilla and with King Ghidorah already. Now, as far as Flat Earth, there was something I wanted to say before my uncle showed up. One last thing to talk about Flat Earth. I already brought up physics and gravity and all that. I don't remember what it was. But all of that physics, all of that not making any sense. There's one chance out of this that they got. One fucking chance. And there's one direction to take this. Since they've already gone with the direction of super technology, right? They already have a fucking magnetic superhighway. They already got magnet fucking ships. They already have a Mechagodzilla that can fire fucking atomic breath. They're already, out of the realm of grounded realism, right? I would have preferred a more grounded Mechagodzilla, but here we are. So, since they did that, we already know that they said that King Ghidorah is an alien, right? So what that means is that aliens. They have to say aliens engineered Earth, and Earth is actually a breeding ground, or maybe not a breeding ground, but they were doing something with life, right? Try an experiment with life, and humans are just a byproduct of it. The point was to make these giant monsters, right? Something like that. They've done this on multiple planets, so this isn't the only planet. That way, the physics and stuff makes sense. They can explain why there's a fucking wormhole in the ground, because that's fucking retarded. They can explain that. They can explain, well, that's how physics works, is they got a super complex machine keeping this shit running, right? And this opens up the whole book for the rest of Godzilla's stuff, right? Because a lot of his enemies are aliens. There were alien civilizations in the original stuff. So you could say something like King Ghidorah, before he died, let out a psionic screech out into space for help. And that could bring us Gigan, that could bring us Orga, that could bring us... you have something go on with Biollante and then have that create Space Godzilla. You could have another King Ghidorah show up. Fuck. Is there any... I don't know if there's another alien monster. Yeah, I can't think of anything. Oh, you know what? They could actually do Kaiser Ghidorah. Have that show up, and then it turns out, oh god, it's King Ghidorah. You know, something like that, maybe. But that's the only way they can take this now is aliens. That's the only way. So that the aliens, they're afraid to invade Earth because the monsters might destroy them. Godzilla's more powerful than they anticipated. So they're sending down their own alien giant monsters to fight it. You know, something stupid like that. Ignore the fact that they're fucking an alien civilization and they should be able to just destroy the Earth with like a super weapon. Ignore that. And just be like, you know, well, we gotta destroy Earth with this monster, you know, and then we get the monster fights with Gigan and that shit. I don't see him doing Megalon, unfortunately, but I could see them doing Biollante. Biolante's easy enough. Destroya, maybe, because they did the Oxygen Destroyer. I don't know how they would do that, but maybe. But you can, at the very least, if you introduce aliens, you'll get Gigan. You have a future potential with King Ghidorah. You get, what did I say? Space Godzilla and Orga. But yeah. Godzilla vs. Kong wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I didn't dislike it as much as I wanted to. It was an alright movie. This was a step in the right direction. So yeah. Just look forward to the aliens. And if they don't do aliens, then Legendary doesn't know what they're doing. Because that aliens is the only way to fix this shit at this point. Having Hollow Earth fucked everything up, bro. Hollow Earth fucks everything up. So just go aliens.